When Garode asked me to talk about NaPTAN, I thought that's going to be gripping, talking about bus stops. Marginally more interesting than manholes, probably. But what I'm proposing to do, really, then, is to cut this a bit short. I don't want to put you through PowerPoint hell. So what I propose to do is skim across the top of NaPTAN and then show you a movie. It's a love story that Compass and NaPTAN helped to move along between a young lady from Geneva, I think, and a Paddy from Drogheda. So let's go. Okay, NaPTAN stands for National Public Transport Access Nodes Dataset. It's a hierarchy. It's based on stop areas and stops. A stop area would be something like Busaras or Connolly, and then the individual platforms and bus bays would be stops inside it. And we can't talk about NaPTAN without talking about the National Public Transport Gazetteer. What that does is it puts location context on every bus stop. So it has a way of uniquely naming every bus stop in Ireland. Well, in the British Isles, because these are UK standards, and we're past unique identifiers from the Department for Transport UK. So why did we do this? Well, we didn't know where all the bus stops in the country were. About a year and a half ago, we had plans to build a national journey planner, but you can't really build one of those without knowing where all the bus stops are. So we put out the piece of work. Compass did the work for us. And we decided we'd go with a UK standard instead of the European standard for specification for access nodes. We went with the UK standard because our market research showed us that we had better procurement opportunities for a journey planner. Although the IFOP standard, the identification of fixed objects in public transport, that's the European standard, it hasn't been widely implemented to date. So we had more opportunities going with NaPTAN. And of course, our colleagues in Belfast had been using NaPTAN previously. So an exchange of data was within view there. So just looking at the picture there, we can see that the bus stop outside Kelly's pub in Ashbourne has this code 831 at the start of it. 831 actually relates to the county of Meath. So the main points then, it's a unique way of identifying every bus stop in the country. It's related to location, which is defined in the NPTG database. It comes with an XML schema for exporting an XML document, and it must validate against that schema to be well formed. It also comes as a CSV export as well. And this is just an example of, this is the Busaras stop. So we have a stop area called Busaras. Inside the stop area we have two more stop areas, one being the tram stop and the other one being the bus stops inside Busaras. The NaPTAN database covers all of the Republic plus those circles in Northern Ireland. That's where we have public transport stopping in Northern Ireland. And those codes are also unique in the British Isles. The NPTG is a hierarchy. These codes are passed to us from DFT UK. So our country is ERA and Leinster is LEI. Meath is 831. It's not national. And then we have this locality code, which is the town of Ashbourne. So we can see on the right-hand side is the address in English, and along the bottom is the address in NPTG. One of the problems with NPTG is that they're point features. They're a point representing the notional centre of a place. And every bus stop has to be assigned an NPTG locality ref. And we set about trying to do that. But it wasn't very easy to do because if you use nearest type tools in a GIS, you get some strange results. So this is an example of one where the nearest NPTG record was Arbor Hill, but that meant it was placing all the stops in Houston Station. if we use this nearest, this Voronoi type tessellation. It placed Euston Station in Arbour Hill, which it clearly isn't. So we had some bad news then for Compass and Keane over there, who had to go about actually making up where everything was. And really, because we don't have postcodes, this was a hell of an exercise. And people's perception of where, in this case, Rathgar and Harold's Cross start and end. So if your address is wrong in the journey planner, let us know and we'll see, can we change the address for you. Inspire. One of my colleagues from DIT is here, and he wrote this masterpiece thesis on Inspire and NaPTAN, and I'm afraid what I know about it probably fits on this slide here. But what I do know is that Inspire came after IFOP, or the parent of IFOP, which is Transmodel. And it looks to me like Inspire didn't take account of these pre-existing standards. And as you can see there, Inspire has a road service type called bus station, but NaPTAN, it has a kind of a richer way of describing a bus stop. So I think what we're going to do here in Ireland is wait for the high priests of NaPTAN in the Department for Transport UK, now that they're finished with the Olympics, to try and bring some alignment between Inspire and NaPTAN. So having gathered NaPTAN and NPTG, we also took the timetables and schedules, and we put all that into the National Public Transport Database. And one of the things we did with that was build a national journey planner. And that's available, it has been available since June as a smartphone app or a website. It's one of very few national journey planners. They largely started in the Nordic region because of the inclement winters there, not to have people waiting around in the cold for public transport. So we joined that group in green there now. The UK one is slightly different. It's not a national system rather than a portal that sits on top of regional systems. The work on the journey planner commenced this month last year, and we launched in June. On the first day, we did 40,000 calculations, or sorry, the first 2 days. The team along the bottom then, our Compass did all the spatial data acquisition. IBI did project management, and the system is actually built by a company called Mentz, who are also the people behind the London and San Francisco journey planners. So we delivered across all of these channels. If you have a data connection on any of these type devices, you're able to use the journey planner. And if you haven't done so, I'd invite you to download the app, or the Android or the Apple app. Thanks a lot.